If you would like to find some peace and time to yourself to figure stuff out, you're in the right place. You may find that just providing some space to daydream or settle down is enough to bring exactly what you need right to you. When you get your mind off the things that you're trying to figure out, even if that thing you're trying to figure out is hypnosis, you can allow your subconscious to do what it does best, make connections that resonate with you. So get comfortable, close your eyes, and be open to the connections you find throughout this experience. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, play with the idea of setting the intention of getting your mind off of things. Think about how that would feel. How would it feel to let any ruminating thoughts, any problems, any worries, any self doubt, how would it feel to let all of it go right now? When you do, you might just let your thoughts drift and float wherever they may go, like they're floating into the cloud, stored away for a later time. Unless it is an emergency, any distractions or sounds in your current environment or inside your mind can just be dropped into the cloud, like data being saved on a server, put away, unseen until you need them. And if you're having a hard time letting your thoughts drift, watch them, notice them. Maybe play with the idea of putting them in a folder on your computer. Every thought that comes up, you can keep adding them to the folder. Keep filling that folder up until you're ready to make space. And when you're ready, send that folder into the cloud and watch them float away. As you watch this cloud, see if you can let yourself relax at the same time, with each breath in and out. That's right. All you need to do is focus, play along, and relax. Focus on these words, play along with this experience, and relax as much as you can. Much of hypnosis is about letting things happen. There's no effort needed. For instance, you can effortlessly allow your breath to deepen right now. It doesn't take any work or extra thought. Effortlessly, let whatever you're resting on support you completely. Relax every muscle. Good. Now effortlessly, notice what part of your body feels the most relaxed at this moment. Now allow that sense of relaxation to effortlessly spread to another part of your body until it spreads all the way from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. With ease, take a moment to notice the temperature of the room. Take whatever thoughts that come up and file them away or send them directly into the cloud. Every time you do, you can relax even more. Now think about what it would be like to let every word you hear increase that sensation of relaxation. Effortlessly follow along to any suggestion you would like to experience. To create space, some people might lay on their couch and find something on TV to get their mind off things. So let's play with this idea. Think about getting completely comfortable right there on that couch in a place you feel safe to relax. And in this scenario, you might not be looking to watch anything in particular. This is a time to be open and curious and just see what happens. So you go along with it. Maybe you're used to streaming apps or putting on a comfort show rather than watching live TV. But just for now, experience it as a good change of pace to flip through the channels just to see what comes through. Besides, it will only be on in the background, like white noise. You have what it takes. You turn on the TV and a commercial is playing. You know what you need. So you decide to go to the next channel. Your journey. And when you do, this is the moment where you're not really paying attention to what channels you're landing on. You're just absent-mindedly flipping from channel to channel, starting from channel 100. This is it right here. Here we are entering an even deeper level of wanting to get your mind off things. It's quiet. You're not needing to find a show to binge or to keep you on the edge of your seat. It's just background as you take your mind off things. The space channel 99. Your next drop deeper will be another. And you notice your conscious mind pays attention to the channel numbers, and your subconscious mind pays attention to the words you're hearing and the images and ideas that cross your mind. Channel 98. This is the way deep into hypnosis. And you instinctively notice messages and words and phrases that remind you of relaxing and letting go. Never explored. The more you notice them, the more you'll notice yourself relax and let go. Channel 97. Expect this relaxing escape to also bring the fun. And maybe you have an idea of what it might be like to fall asleep in front of the TV without realizing, as you start to drift off, as the numbers and words float into the cloud and into the back of your mind. With easily accessible bike and walking trails, you can take yourself up and down the hills of the valley, working your way up to the main street and speeding down the slope. Channel 96. All right, close your eyes. And something catches your attention. 20. Words that connect 19, to the feeling of being 18, more alert. 17, so you go back. 16, channel 97. 15. You can see yourself waking up now to all of the sights and smells, the music that remains the heartbeat of the experience. Open your eyes to the energizing streets below the mountain. Then the conscious mind starts to drift off again. But if the hustle and bustle, because your attention was to get your mind off of things, down, it's relaxing to take this break where there's less activity. Relaxing to the sounds of these words, to the glow of the TV. Channel 96. 2. 1. Channel 95. First of all, thanks for being here. Let's talk about what you're experiencing in this state. So you were in and out of hypnosis? Paint the picture, take yourself there. How deep do you think you're going? 94. Code 123. Code 123. We're on the move. Moving uptown and 93. So as you begin to relax, it becomes easier to follow along. And you already have everything you need. Sinking deeper. And if these words seem unclear, more distractions are being absorbed into the cloud or carefully watched and filed away. Is resonant. But what was on channel 94? You become more alert as you flip back to channel 94. You can understand exactly what to do. As soon as you open your eyes, you'll know what you need to know. But until then, you might even open your eyes. Keep focused. Shake yourself away until your subconscious mind pays attention and the conscious mind starts to drift again. Don't slip so easily. Because your mind is following your intention. The intention to relax and get your mind off things. It's only a matter of time. You can daydream or dream, but you're never asleep. It's going to be faster than you think. You can still hear the TV. You can still hear these words as you let your eyes close if they haven't already. All a part of this experience. It's comfortable to keep your eyes closed as you listen. But it's about sticking to your intention. Let the words wash over you. Either way, and imagine the stories they're telling. But you know what back to do. To channel 93. Or you can stop paying attention and relax even deeper. It's up to you. It all really comes down to what you choose to do. and you continue pressing the remote button. Listen. Channel 92. The words just do the work for you. So if you want to go deeper into hypnosis, you can listen right now and double your relaxation. Your conscious mind is counting the channels while your subconscious absorbs what it's hearing. Double your relaxation, creating space. Right now. 91. Even now, you're aware enough to realize this is the channel that plays all of these shows and movies with terrible acting, trying really hard to show you continue to count channels down on your own. You can tell that I'm trying to convince you, maybe trying a little too much, and this might begin to feel a little silly, and yet you still keep cool. You still stay totally relaxed, even if you want to laugh a bit at this terrible line. It is all about letting go, my friend. 90. Remember that. I didn't know all of the ways I could easily respond to the words until I got into the script. Honestly, I was fully engaged, and it was a really profound script for so many reasons. I learned more and more the deeper into the story I went, and the deeper into the story I went, the easier it was for me to make the connections and bring the story to life. 89. Do you remember something that always helps you relax? Sometimes people find it helpful to tune everything out and focus on that. Maybe it's paying attention to your breathing. Maybe it's paying attention to what you're hearing. It just gets easier and easier. You know how this is done. Stay focused and listen carefully. Hey, if you feel that this is becoming easier and easier, and that you can relax even more than you are now, you're probably right. There's an opportunity here to blend these flavors in a really refreshing way until you start to pay less attention and more attention. By paying attention to the different elements, maybe at the same time, you can really elevate a dish. Maybe one or the other, not about just to the words, or to the numbers, or to the daydream. And working with the ingredients. And you're not trying to fall asleep as if you're going to bed. Going to make this very simple. Want to keep track of the channel you're on. Start by taking, or maybe you've let that go. You want the space that relaxation creates, but you want to stay focused on what you're hearing as you follow the channels down. Giving you a pleasant, or maybe you've let that go too. The differences between the channels disappear into the cloud. Really make a difference. It becomes easy to get your mind off of it. Give that a stir. So your subconscious can find space to bring what you need into this moment. Some salt and pepper. Your subconscious does this all the time. Just let the conscious mind rest before you're consciously aware. Your subconscious is filling in the gaps, giving you information that guides your day. While that's going on, you can finding patterns in the noise. On prepping the other it is the pulse of your intuition. You know how this is done. So you can believe that your subconscious will provide an idea, a sense of calm, peace, or just space to breathe in and out, just like that. And you start to notice how you effortlessly shift into a different state, where the subconscious takes the wheel and leads you wherever you want to go, taking you further into that part of yourself that knows exactly what you need, or taking you deeper into this experience, even deeper than just a moment ago, until what you're hearing just plays in the background and you can follow along effortlessly. Noticing those words and phrases that grab your attention and makes you a little more alert than before, which only means you're falling deeper than before, following your intention. Words are powerful. Our mind responds to words, and so does the body. That mind-body communication is effortless, so effortless that it feels as if the mind and body are communicating at the same time, when in reality, the mind has already fired off neurons to make your intention happen before your body follows suit. And yet you experience it all at the same time now. And that you can relax even more. Intentions that you set occur before you are aware of it occurring. So when you decide to take your mind off of things, when you decide to sleep even deeper, it happens all at the same time. But it's not about going to sleep. You are always on that line between being asleep and awake, that groggy state where something gets your attention and you might open your eyes to see what's going on. But the moment you notice nothing is going on that needs your attention, you can just effortlessly close your eyes again, take a deep breath in and out, and drop back down into this sense of space you've created. And up next, we've got a lot of ups and downs coming your way. Always on that line between awareness and unawareness, blending the line between your intention and these words in a way that works for you at the same time. No separation. As the TV plays in the background, unimportant noises that you don't need to pay attention to, you can try to figure out what channel you're on. You can even make a guess. Make a guess and try to continue counting down the channels from there, returning to the channel surfing. But it's not important. It's just something in the background. Something to take your mind off things. So you can just take your mind off of it. What you need. Sometimes we absorb so much information from the TV to our cell phones to the people around us that it becomes overwhelming. It's like pressing the fast forward button on the remote and watching the images fly by so fast that you might not be able to keep track of it all. But as soon as you release that button, it starts to make sense. As soon as you take your finger off of the button, the more becomes clearer to you. You can follow along now that it's playing slower. As soon as you take your mind off things, you can easily respond and enter a space where you can experience your intentions. All of that information starts to fade into the back of your mind. You find space. You find yourself. And you can allow that inner knowing to come through for you now. You'll notice to the south, and it may come to you now or sometime later, but it will be effortless. Notice the difference, but as the background begins to fade, the deeper you go. Drop even deeper into this beautiful weather, lasting throughout the rest of the week. Thousands of tons of tundra dropped. And maybe you begin to realize just how much you started to drift off. End of the tundra is having. You can bring your attention back to what you're hearing. Driven by the changes in the wind, it becomes effortless because you made the intention to take your mind off things in the summer. So it's even easier to focus without any distraction. And you may not be aware of the decision to relax even more, to thrive. When you realize you don't need to put in any effort, it just happens. Hypnosis is about letting things happen. Continuing to develop so you might let the sensation of temporarily being unable to move happen right now. Space begins if it feels comfortable to you. Knowing that if you really wanted to, you could move, but you notice how nice it feels to just relax. Down at our planet, it's effortless not to move. World from space. It's effortless to be completely and fully relaxed. It takes effort to lift your hand. Try to lift your hand and find that it wants to stay right where it is. Maybe you might move a little just to demonstrate that you could if you wanted to, but as soon as you make that shift, you notice the weight of that hand. You feel that weight in your fingertips, and And you notice how effortless it would be to just let that hand sink back down into the cloud. In the frozen landscape, deeper and deeper, makes a bold move towards the water, feeling comfortably relaxed. The water will be able to begin to realize that it's really effortless now to just sleep with the words in the background. The dull glow of the TV washes over you, unstable ice, like a calming warmth flowing from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Now, let it flow until you become satisfied with the fact that the TV is now watching you, because you're tuning out the background noise. The bay is sheltered, or maybe you're tuned into this experience. Either way, you can know that hypnosis is happening. Whether you're tuned into the sound of these words or tuning out only to tune in to your inner world, you're letting it happen. And you're beginning to create the experience you need at this moment. The ice breaks into smaller pieces with more clarity, and the seal is protected effortlessly from all waves. Tuning out the outer world and all that's unimportant, tuning in to your inner wisdom, tuning out all of the unhelpful messages and suggestions that don't serve you, tuning in to your true sense of self, tuning in to tune out, or tuning out to tune in. Tune in through tuning out and tuning in, until all that is left is space. Take a moment to zen out. We'll be right back. Space to be, space to discover, space to breathe, space to get your mind off things so you can focus on what will be most helpful to you. Resting in the space, sleeping deeper, allowing, letting go, until your daydreams turn into dreams and you can follow them effortlessly, getting exactly what you need out of this experience until your inner knowing decides it's time to emerge. But until then, you become more and more absorbed. The mind falls away, intertwined in the process, intertwined in this mind-body communication until there is no separation, just space. And as the numbers count up, if you're preparing to go to sleep or taking a nap, you will only wake up enough to get even more comfortable. You'll do what you need, like taking off headphones in order to be ready to enter the most comfortable sleep possible. If you're not ready to sleep, the numbers will bring you into full, energizing alertness. 1, starting to allow your conscious mind to return. 2, becoming more and more aware. 3, realizing you had fallen asleep in front of the TV inside your mind. 4, deciding whether to go back to sleep after this or wake up fully with energy and vibrance. And 5, wide awake. 5, wide awake. And if you're about to take a nap or go to sleep, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, remember to focus, play along, and relax.